what you weren't here so you missed it. Verdell's freaking out because it is hailing outside. And every once in a while, a big one hits the roof and it sounds like a freaking baseball hitting down the roof. You can see the pieces of ice falling there. My husband just called and said that the town next to ours was having golf ball size hail. It was right over that town. And oh no, I'm looking down there at the seedlings and I'm seeing them getting hit by ice. So that's not cool. So I hope none of the, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of peaches knocked off by all the hail too.
That's hail? I was wondering what
that's what that is. That's what that noise is, Kristen.
I have to go out and drive them.
Are you leaving soon?
Yeah.
Alright, well it should pass pretty quickly. Hey Maddie, it's Back to the Future time. You're at the dance studio right now, but I want to make this video now so that when you are overseas in a few months or you are back at school for the spring semester and you're hungry in your new apartment and you want to cook something fast, I got a solution for you, so just check this out. Very simple recipe. We're going to be making macaroni and cheese, your favorite. So you can adjust this recipe if you want to cook for all your roommates and a few friends or just yourself. 2 pounds of pasta. I'm using medium shells today, but you can use pretty much anything that comes in a box. Spaghetti doesn't work so well, so something like ziti, penne, something like that. Oh gosh, any kind of small pasta will work, but not too small because then it'll be like baby food. Alright, 1 8-ounce brick of cheese. Again, you can use any kind of cheese you want pretty much. You can use Monterey Jack, horseradish works well. I'm using sharp cheddar today. Some butter. This isn't real butter, but anything that resembles butter. Some pesto. I like to use homemade, but again, I'm in a hurry, so I'm going to use the already made pesto. 1 brick of spinach. You can use pretty much any vegetable or no vegetable at all. This is just because I like a little extra green and I love spinach. And some flour. So let's get started. Put your pot of water on to boil and then get your big pan where you're going to make your sauce. Okay, so in the pan I put about 1 stick of butter, the equivalent of 1 stick of butter. It sounds like a lot, don't get excited, it's for 2 pounds of pasta and equal amount of flour. So it's probably about half to 2/3 of a cup of flour. So what you want to do is get the butter mixed in with the flour till it makes like a wallpaper type paste. It's going to be thick, it's going to be like putty almost. So when you get to that stage, we'll add the extra ingredient that I forgot to tell you about in the beginning. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. It's called making a roux if you're French, R-O-U-X. And the reason that you do this is so that you don't get any lumps in your sauce, because the flour is going to lump up if you just throw everything in the pan. So what you're going to do to that is add about 2 cups of milk, and that's going to be the base for the sauce. So basically what you want to do is pretty much bring this to a boil and keep stirring it like a crazy person, otherwise you're going to have lumps. But it really shouldn't, you can see already it's starting to incorporate and I'm not really mixing it that much. So just work that out until you get a nice bechamel sauce and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. Alright, so the sauce is getting thick. So at this point we're going to throw in the cheese. And we're going to let that melt. So you just dump in your cheese, don't splash. And then you just basically stir this around until it melts. And then turn the heat off, and I'll show you why. Okay, so now the heat's off, and basically if you stop here, this is what they call fondue. Except sometimes they put a little beer in fondue, probably, instead of some of the milk. Alright, so then you're going to want to take your hot cooked noodles, drain them. I like to use this kind of a strainer because it's a lot easier. Thanks for that background music, Sean. And put that in there, you get the idea. Put it all in there and mix it all up and then we'll finish it up. Alright, so there's the finished product. I added the final ingredients, the spinach and the basil, and the reason I told you guys to turn off the flame on that was because you don't want the pesto to cook because that'll make it lose its flavor. And I like to keep the vegetable as close to uncooked as possible while still being able to eat it, because there's more vitamins in it that way. So that's why I add the vegetables and the basil last, you know, the pesto. So enjoy that, Maddie. I hope you make it for your roommates or just for yourself with the 1 pound box. And until next time, much love.